So it's a program called as Holistic On, for which I'll be sharing details. And this is all about achievements and the conference happening for how holistic approach can change your life, or how it has changed people's life, how through holistic approach the incurable diseases which any doctor would say, I mean, this is incurable, this cannot be treated, this and that, we have treated all those diseases, right? So it's all about mission medication free, right? So no medication is required for any disease, right? And also, I mean, it's a complete 1 day event happening on 28th of December, completely free. And lunch is also complimentary. It's a complete sponsored event by our mentor. So if anybody would like to come and travel, they are welcome, but you need to register it beforehand because we have limited seats with us. And because I am also traveling, I thought why not to meet some of you. And then I am also planning to, I mean, this is just a plan. I will be coming up with the complete write up, I mean, complete details. I'm also planning to take a 2 to 3 hour of a workshop next day. Okay. A personal, I mean, physical workshop on something I'm planning. I'll be sharing the details. So I thought if anybody is traveling, why not to have that also? We can have our time together and that workshop can also happen in that way. So if anyone is interested, let me know. I can share more details with you. Okay. So this is the plan. So I thought to tell all of you. Okay. With this, we'll go ahead now. Mm, Let me just we'll go ahead quickly because I would like to wind up today in next 45 minutes. Okay, so we will be beginning. Actually, I could not record yesterday, so I had to do it again. I don't want to miss this one more. I mean, one chapter in the recording, so I thought to do it, right? Extra thing. Good that we are meeting together, right? Again, I mean, everything is happening. Something happens for good only. Okay. So usually it doesn't come to me to take it again. I don't know why it came to me this time that I must take it again. So
We
I don't
manifested
know.
together. I was like, why did I miss? Why I couldn't make it yesterday on time to home?
Wow.
So maybe I was
Wow.
like, "Arey, I don't know, miss it." And then you said its recording is also not there. So maybe I
Yeah, yeah.
manifested.
Maybe. Yes, absolutely. Everything is happening for a reason, and this is really weird. Really weird. I mean, this is not usual. But I myself felt I have to take it. So let's do it now. So what we did yesterday was we did the chapter, this chapter we completed how to visualize. So, in this chapter, we did it, and we also have done a visualization what it is saying us to do in this. So, we will today cover the same thing. Okay. So, anybody who could come up and volunteer, I am sharing the screen.
Priya, can I read?
Yeah, please, Preeti, go ahead. Long time. You have to take this chance today.
Yeah, thank you, Priya. Many people
Let's go
wonder
ahead.
Many people wonder exactly what is meant by the term visualize. Some worry
Hmm.
because they don't actually see a mental picture or image when they close their eyes and try to visualize. When some people first try to visualize, they feel that nothing is happening. Usually, they are simply blocking themselves by trying too hard. They may be feeling that there is a right way to do this and that their own experience is incorrect or inadequate. If this is how
Hmm.
you feel, you need to stop worrying, relax, and accept what happens naturally for you.
Great. So, how to visualize she's giving? She's saying many people wonder what is exactly mean by visualize, right? Some worry that I don't see any mental images or pictures, right? When I close my eyes or when I try to visualize. Or when some people first try it, they feel nothing is happening. That's personal, my experience, nothing is happening. So usually they are blocking themselves because they are trying too hard to see images. You don't have to. You don't have to see images, right? They may be feeling that there is a right way to do this and that their own experience is not incorrect or inadequate, right? So they have a thought, they want to control, or they have a thought that there is a right way to do it and I am not doing the right way. She says, if this is how you feel, then you need to stop worrying, relax, accept what happens naturally to you. You have to let go of it. Okay. Then she's saying, don't get stuck to this term visualize. Don't really get stuck to this term only, visualize. It's not necessary to see images mentally. Some people see very clear, sharp images when they close their eyes and they imagine something. Others don't really see anything. For me, actually, I don't really see anything. I don't really see those pictures and this and that. I can feel, okay, if somebody is telling me, okay, imagine a beach, I will not see a beach. But I will be having, okay, a thinking of process, okay, there is a beach. But I cannot clearly see there is a beach, right? So I may feel it that there is a beach, but and feeling also is not like that I am feeling, okay, there is water and water is sprinkling and that sensation and feeling nothing, but as a kind of a thinking that okay, there is a beach here, that way, right? So you don't may really see, they sense it or they feel it, or they just sort of think about it. They just sort of think about it. That's perfectly fine, she says. Some people are more visually oriented, some are auditory, and some are kinesthetic. Kinesthetic is more of feeling. They feel more, right? We all use our imagination constantly. It is impossible not to. Whatever process you find yourself doing when you imagine is absolutely fine. If you still don't feel uh, sure that what you visualize, read this exercise, close your eyes, and see then what naturally comes to you. We have to do this. Okay. So let's go ahead, Preeti. As you will read it, we all will do it by visualizing together. Please go ahead.
Close your eyes and relax deeply. Think of some familiar room, such as your bedroom or living room. Remember some familiar details of it, such as the color of the carpet, the way the furniture is arranged, how bright or dark it is. Imagine yourself walking into the room and sitting or lying down on a comfortable chair, couch, or bed. Now recall some pleasant experience you have had in the last few days, especially one involving good physical sensations such as eating a delicious meal, receiving a message, swimming in cool water, or making love. Remember the experience as vividly as possible and enjoy the pleasurable sensations once again. Now imagine that you are in some idyllic country setting perhaps relaxing on soft green grass beside a cool river or Priya, can you
Yeah.
scroll down a little bit?
Yeah.
Or wandering through a beautiful lush forest. It can be a place that you have been or an ideal place where you would like to go. Think of the details and create it any way you would like it to be.
Yeah. You would like it to be, right? So this is the kind of visualization we all will do together right now. Okay. So she says, whatever process you use to bring these scenes to your mind is your way of visualizing. Now, when we will do it, whatever way these scenes are coming to you, that is your way of visualizing. Maybe images, maybe auditory, you can hear something, maybe you can feel it or sense it, right? She says, this is an important paragraph. I'm covering this and then we will do it. She says actually two different modes involved in creative visualization. One is receptive and other is active. In receptive mode, You relax and you allow images and impressions to come without you choosing them. Okay, you just go ahead with whatever comes naturally. But in active mode, you consciously choose and create what you wish to imagine. She says both the process are important part of creative visualization, and both receptive and active abilities will be strengthened through practice. And the more you practice, the more both receptive and active abilities will be strengthened, as well the more we will do the practice, right? Now we will go ahead with our visualization, and then special problems with visualization will do. Okay, so what we have to do in visualization is we have to relax, close our eyes, relax deeply. Think of a familiar room, bedroom or a living room. We have to see all the details, color of carpet, the way the furniture is, how bright or dark, or curtains and everything. Now you have to imagine that you're moving in the room or you're sitting somewhere here and there on a chair or something, right? Now you have to recall some pleasant experience that you had in past few days. You have to, in your imagination, sit there, and then you have to imagine some good experience happened, right? Involving some physical sensations, such as a delicious meal or a massage you received, or anything. You have to remember it as vividly as possible. Enjoy it with your imagination again, right? Now she says, imagine that you're in some idyllic country setting, right? Very happy, very pleasant country setting, and you're relaxing on soft green grass besides a cool river and wandering a beautiful lush forest. She says it can be a place that you had been or an ideal place where you would like to go. Think of the details and create it any way you would like it to be. Okay, so this is what is our imagination, and we will now go ahead do our visualization. I want all of you to close your eyes now and take a deep breath. So close your eyes and take a deep breath. Relax. Relax deeply. And now see yourself in front of your house. See how your house looks from outside. And now you are coming inside, opening the door of your house, and you're walking inside your house. See yourself standing in your living room where you are. Just see everything, how the furniture is arranged, what color of wall is there, curtains are there, if the carpet is there, what color the carpet is, where it is placed. And you're seeing, looking everywhere, and you're finding a comfortable place for yourself and sitting there, whether in your room or in your living room, wherever you're going and sitting. And now And now see yourself with a pleasant moment at your house, maybe a delicious meal you enjoyed, or maybe some good thing happened and you were so happy that day. Just recollect everything and see yourself redoing or reliving that moment again. Just see that. Just have that moment again and how beautiful you're feeling. And you are in some, see yourself now in some idyllic country setting where you're really happy and feeling pleasant. There is a green grass where you are on, and a cold water stream is there. And you're looking at the lush, beautiful forest, and you're feeling so wonderful. Such a cool breeze air is blowing, and you're completely relaxed and feeling in awe. Wow, what a wonderful day. Completely enjoying the day and completely living that day. And you're feeling wonderful, beautiful, just superb, just amazing. How beautiful it is. Thank you, universe, for this beautiful setting, wonderful setting. Happening really well. And you are now coming out of this experience, being available, aware of your physical presence. And as we count from 5 to 1, we'll be coming out 5, 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Rub your hands, put it on your eyes. Okay, very nice. Okay. Thank you for joining, Meenakshi ji. Okay, so how was it? I mean, how was your imagination? What you felt in imagination, and how was it? Thank you for coming, Rachita.
I wouldn't miss another chance.
Thank you. Hmm. So, anyone, how was it?
So it was very nice. First, I tried imagining my own house, but then I went to a villa, a beautiful villa. And so what happens, I follow, I think Meenakshi ji also follows a practice called Nichiren Buddhism. So this last Sunday, there was a monthly meeting at my place. So we have to
Hmm.
offer our houses in turns. So it was at my place. So suddenly, and Mumbai apartments are very small. So if more, like 20 members come, then the place gets less. So I imagined a villa and I imagined, a lavish drawing room and, a meeting, being hosted there. And there is so much of space for everyone to sit
Hmm.
and the details of the house, and it was very beautiful. And when you said countries, so I used to travel a lot to Poland for work. So I've stayed there for 2 months, and in India I've traveled a lot to Mizoram. So there you have a lot of this greenery and forest. So I imagined, both those trips. Wow.
Very nice. So,
And
how was the imagination for you? Is it like clear
image.
images come
Yeah, yeah. So I
or
see images so clearly. Even as a kid, also, I would close my eyes and, I always see beautiful images. So that is very, very easy for
very
me
nice?
seeing images. But
Very
yeah, now the
nice.
clarity and, the other things that we learn in creative visualization. But I
Is
think I've
going.
done pink bubble so much so that wo pink bubble, comes in everywhere. In fact, I started doing silver also. So in silver also, I ultimately go to pink bubble only.
Very nice. That's fine. Whatever way we are connecting, that's the best way. Yeah, Meenakshi ji,
Yeah,
anything from your side? How was the
yeah.
visualization? I mean, is it pictures or
Visualization.
sense, feeling, or
Yeah.
auditory?
But what I visualize is fully contra of what you are explaining in the narration.
Hmm.
So
Hmm.
I was in the hall for some time. Afterwards, I tried to be in the river bedside, but I could not imagine anything except for my native place where there are some field and on. So I imagine 2 3 minutes afterwards. Last 1 week, I am watching one YouTube of some mentor. Uh,
Hmm.
Not mentor, he's like he's a spiritual person who used to give prediction, something like that. So I was watching that. So immediately my visualization went there, sitting before him, waiting and
Hmm.
waiting for his blessings and everything. I was in that
Wow.
hall and
Very
I'm
nice.
just sitting before him, waiting for his blessing.
So imagination took you, or you tried from your side to make it happen,
No, no,
Meenakshi ji?
it went like that.
It went like that. So that means with Meenakshi ji's experience, whatever we have just learned here, right? It has just come up. Actually, that's why asking that what was your experience is very, very important. So it says one is receptive and other is active. So Meenakshi ji's experience was receptive one, where you allow images or impressions to come without you choosing the details of it. In fact, Charu's was also somewhat similar, right? A villa came to her, that too by herself, right? Without she choosing to. So, active and receptive, both ways happen, whereas Meenakshi ji's experience is aligned with the receptive one, right? So how beautiful it is. That's how, I mean, the imagination happens. So Meenakshi ji, for you, is it pictures or is it auditory or is it feeling, or do you really see the pictures clearly?
I am in that hall. I am in that thing, no. So I'm also there
Hmm.
in that scene. That scene.
Hmm. Yeah. So when you close your eyes, you see the complete images, or it is just a feeling that you get around
No, no,
that you're there.
images only.
Images you see. Very nice. Very nice. Okay. Anything from Preeti? And we'll go ahead.
Yeah, Priya. So at first I have started with my own house. Then I was distracted with last in 1 week I had some office annual day. So I went there. I was having some food, and then I wanted to have some snacks more, but they have removed that snacks counter. So I got that feeling, and again I went to some other tried to think some other experiences. I went to my
Hmm.
hometown also. So I'm just getting some like that feeling also, that hometown, that images, then also, so all combined
Mm.
together.
Okay, maybe you feel you're missing to visit there, your hometown.
Yeah, I visited, but I came back so early. So I'm getting that something is lack, that that food counter also. I wanted to have some more snacks, so I could not get that. So I was getting that. Then again came back like that.
Okay, 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 Preeti. Okay. So were it images clearly for you, or it is a feeling that you were was taking you around all those things? Or a sense, or
Images.
you're just thinking? Images.
Images,
Very
Priya,
nice.
and also that experience I already have that last week. So same thing I felt again, that
Hmm.
I wanted to have so same thing, and then for hometown
Hmm.
also some feelings which I already have, that same thing came in my mind.
Okay, okay, okay. That's fine. It's okay. Thank you, Preeti. So let's go ahead, Preeti, now. Special problems with visualization. Please go ahead, Preeti.
Occasionally, a person has completed blocked his ability to visualize or imagine at will. and feels that he simply can't do it. This type of block usually arises from a fear, and it can be worked through if the person who experiences the difficulty desires to solve the problem. Usually,
Yeah.
a person.
So, so just a second, Preeti. So usually a person who's blocked for visualizing or imagination, it's because they feel they can't do it. So this feeling that they can't do it blocks it. And then this block usually appears from a fear. Okay. And it can be only worked out if the person who experienced this difficulty has a desire that he has to solve this problem. So, usually, a person who blocks his ability in creative visualization is out of fear of what he may encounter by looking himself, fear of his own unacknowledged feelings and emotions. So, a person who has this fear is because he may encounter by looking himself is the fear that he cannot look within because there is a fear of his own unacknowledged feelings and emotions. That's why he is unable to look within, right? She says now to,
Priya,
I
I
mean,
have
this,
a question here. When you say
hmm,
just go up, what is it? Fear of his own unacknowledged feelings and emotions. So when they are saying unacknowledged, that means we know that feeling is there or
yeah,
something is there which needs to be worked on, but we don't acknowledge it and
we
we just
don't
put it
acknowledge
aside.
it.
Okay.
Yeah.
But we know that it is
And
there.
we know everything, Charu.
हाँ, subconsciously तो we know, but still,
Subconsciously, we block it, or subconsciously, we don't acknowledge it. See, if something comes to my awareness that I have to acknowledge, I must acknowledge, I will do it, right? But this is a fear which doesn't allow me to look within. So, people come and say, even in our sessions also, they sometimes say, yeah, it was good, but I'm not able to do completely. There is somewhere that there is a fear in them to look within. They're not able to. Okay, there are some feelings which they don't want to acknowledge. They don't want to look within, right? It's a fear that blocks them. Okay, or they simply say, I'm not able to do it. There is something why they are blocked out of, they cannot do it.
they just
Okay,
drop out of the session or something happens, right?
something happens,
That's
something happens, right? Now she gives beautiful examples actually. Preeti, can you do it? Are you busy or fine? For example, a man.
Yeah, for example, a man in one of my classes was consistently unable to visualize and kept falling asleep during the meditations. It turned out that he had once had a profoundly emotional experience during a visualization process, and he was afraid he would be embarrassed by becoming emotional in front of others.
Exactly. Right. So beautiful example. She says there was a man who was doing classes consistently but unable to visualize. He used to fall asleep during meditations. And when she went deeper in the issue with him, there was an emotional, profoundly emotional experience that he had once during the visualization process. And now he became afraid that he would be embarrassed by becoming emotional in front of others. So this fear in him that he may again become emotional and it make him embarrassed, he blocked himself to do visualization, right? And another example is a woman client, she says, of mine who had difficulty visualizing until she went through therapy and was able to get in touch with experience and release painful feelings that she had buried inside her since childhood, because of which she was not able to visualize, right? She says the truth is that there is nothing within us that can hurt us, but it is only fear of experiencing our own feelings that keeps us trapped. But until you experience it, you cannot set yourself free. You have to experience it, right? The more you run away from it, the more it chases you. This is the problem. Let's go ahead, Preeti. If anything unusual.
If
I
anything,
I
Yeah,
have
yeah,
one
Meenakshi ji.
one understanding here, the fear of visualization. So
Hmm.
in the Iron Lady training, I had the BHAG of becoming the branch manager. So
Hmm.
when I think about visualizing a branch manager, no, this fear of not it will block it, because somewhere I feel if I become a branch manager, all my people, will they accept me, or my personality
Hmm.
is such that will they accept this personality as a branch manager? Because I myself has visualized that some strong, very confident and very powerful person should be in that seat. That was my imagination
Hmm.
for that seat. So when I
Hmm.
myself visualize in that seat, I myself creating a block that I am not a suitable person. That
Exactly.
always blocks me to visualize that position, even though I have all the ability to do that, to achieve that. So this, whenever this comes, no, I feel like I have not certified for that. I have to do some more course. Some
Hmm.
reason I used to give and justify my fear. That is what it is
Hmm.
telling. You are ignoring. You are not. You are
Hmm.
unacknowledging the feeling of the fear, and you are not working on it.
Exactly.
So
Wonderful
afterwards,
experience.
yeah, afterwards I realized that I am not accepting. So that is the only thing,
Hmm.
because when I realize it and acknowledge the fear that I am here
Hmm.
to take care of that responsibility of the branch. So one day I completely believed and I removed that fear consciousness. From that day
Hmm.
onwards, the same people are only talking to me. Whoever the HODs or whatever the other department head, whoever they give information or communicating, all are related to my growth as a branch manager. My
Wow.
entire mind shift itself has changed. So whatever they ask for an information, they are asking me to do some query. They are giving some task. Previously, I used to resist all those things. But
Hmm.
when I acknowledge my fear that and realize that these are all the opportunity to visualize my dream, whatever I have dreamt. So when I connected all these things, they are only giving me an indirect training, or the universe is helping me to get the training through such kind of opportunities. So when I do one by one the work, no, I am learning that, and every day the universe say, yes, this is how you have to become a branch manager. This is
Wow.
how you have to learn. This is how you have to, which you will never get in a certificate or any course. So I
Very
really
nice.
thank the universe and this mirror work especially, and the prayers, whatever we are doing, we are praying, we are wishing, but how we really realize it through our own effort by acknowledging each and every instant. That's a very real
That's a
yes.
wonderful thing. One Meenakshi
I
ji, this is
really thank
wonderful. So
Priya for it.
thank you so much, Meenakshi ji. So the same thing, Meenakshi ji, which you used to resist thinking what is coming as a challenge to you. Now your perception has got changed and you're taking
Yes.
everything as a training to become that branch manager, right? So what a shift in perception, right?
Correct.
Earlier when you were taking everything as a burden, and then now it is like a something to learn and move it on. That this is the beauty, it happens with acceptance, right? So being married, me myself, and have to do everything, I used to feel burden, I have to do everything, me only doing everything, rest everybody is enjoying, me only doing everything. The moment I learned to, I'm every day learning to accept what I have to do, everything becomes a part of service to God, to Almighty, right? When I've told myself that this is a service that I have to deliver as a woman, because I've taken this body as a woman this time in this lifetime, then this is a service that I have to deliver. And these are the people to whom God chosen to deliver my service. And the moment I started doing it wholeheartedly, by taking it as a by shifting my perception of taking it as a service, I started enjoying it instead of feeling burden about it. Otherwise, my mouth will be like, you know, and everybody can clearly see how frustrated and irritated I've become with this, right? But the shift in perception really creates a shift in everything. Just a shift in perception, our thought process changes everything. Wow, what a beauty! Really, what a beauty. And that's how thoughts create our future. Everything is thoughts, right? Okay. Let's do it, Rachita, and then you can talk. Let's complete this bit. So, Preeti, please go ahead. If anything unusual, it is completely related to what Minakshi ji said. That's why I want to take it.
If anything unusual or unexpected arises during meditation, the best thing is simply to look at it fully, be with it, and experience it as much as you can. And you will find that it eventually will lose any negative power over you. Our fears arise from things we don't confront. Once we are willing to look fully and deeply at the source of a fear, it loses its power. If we feel overwhelmed, it can be very helpful to get support from a good counselor or therapist who can help us accept and express our feelings. This is especially important if we have had a lot of pain or trauma in our lives.
Our
Fortunately,
lives. Just
problems
a
with
second, Preeti.
visualization. Yeah, Priya.
So, she's saying that our fears arise from things which we don't confront. The moment we confront it, as Vinakshi said, it loses its power over us, right? Once we are willing to look fully and deeply at that source of fear, that source of what this fear is coming from, it loses its power. If you feel overwhelmed, then you take a support, because if you have been through a lot of pain and trauma in your life, it's important to take a support from a good counselor or a therapist who can help you accept and express your feelings. She says, fortunately, problems with visualization are relatively rare. As a rule, it comes naturally. And more you practice it, easier it becomes. If visualization is difficult for you, then you may find saying certain affirmations easier and more effective. We'll see in later chapters. So this completes our chapter and four basic steps of effective creative visualization is our next topic, which we'll do in next time. Okay. Now over to Rachita. Go ahead, Rachita.
Yeah, so about my visualization, I have beautiful visions, thank God. But also, I have a glimpse of nanosecond negative thoughts. Like, for example, I'm in a metro station. Like I'm going to climb down the stairs. I quickly imagine me rolling down the stairs, and then I'm like, Rachita, what are you scared of? You can walk.
Hmm.
And swiftly, I'm like, I'm strong, I'm safe, I'm safe. Universe has my back. And then I change. That thought, what you were telling about, one small thought, that
Hmm.
is very important because it's not only with stairs. I'm an extremist, so extreme situation. I'll be riding in a beautiful scenery, and 1 second. The lorry will be somewhere and I would go
Hmm.
elsewhere. And then I'm like,
Hmm.
yes, okay, Rashita. Lorry is enjoying its ride and you're enjoying your ride. Just be safe. And then thanks to this knowledge of angels that I have, I mean, it's very nice. I call upon Archangel Michael, Raphael, whoever I know, and suddenly I start smiling and then going on the way. So I feel I'm always protected. That shift of energy I need to constantly still work on till I come to that level of entire positivity.
Yeah.
The
Very
thanks to
nice,
you.
Rachita. So again, thank you, Rachita. So again, the shift in thought process, right? With whatever help we are taking, maybe angels, maybe Hanuman Chalisa, maybe practicing some mantra, chanting or whatever, but it shifts our thought process, thinking that okay, now I'm safe, now I'm this, now I'm that, right? Definitely some energy, positive energy also works from behind, which helps us, right, in shifting all that. That is also there, right? We cannot deny the divine power, right, behind it. And and again, shifting our thought process is important, right? So that is why, I mean, I have read in books like people do lot of puja, still their life is same. Why so? Why they still suffer so much? Give me a moment. So they do lot of puja, but still they suffer so much. Why so? Anyone?
Because their energy level is in the same fear and sadness only. So their
Yeah,
lips
so the
chant.
thoughts, the perception doesn't change.
The
They do a
frequency
lot
is
of
there in
puja.
the lower level, but the mantra
Exactly.
only lip only is chanting.
Exactly. Lips are only chanting, but they're not truly there. So that's why the shift in their energy is not happening. That is why they suffer even after doing lot of puja and everything. Right?
And especially after
So that
doing the
is
prayer, they feel the problem also very high, and they may think because after chanting this only, I am getting so much of problem.
yeah,
But
this also happens.
it
This
is a
also happens.
signal from the chanting. The power of chanting only is telling. So you are thinking you have so much of negative and fear inside you that a percentage only is reflecting in the problem. But people cannot
Exactly.
realize that. So.
Yeah, yeah. That is the problem. And that's how unknowingly, unknowingly people suffer. Unknowingly, you know, which can be sorted out just in a moment, but suffers, right? So I was sharing yesterday also when Rachita was also there. One of the incident happened and I was really stuck with that incident. And I was like really doing a lot of negative self-talk. This person is like that only. No, no, I don't want to change my perception. Very negative person. Always this and that. Why it happens with me? Completely dwelled into victim consciousness, right? The another side of my mind is saying, if you come out of it, you can see the beauty, Priya. You don't have to stay stuck. But this part is like so. I mean, it was so attracting me and said, no, this time you cannot go there. You have to stay here. Everything, every time you cannot go and reflect. This experience was very bad, and this time you cannot say that this person, why you attracted. No, this person is the problem. Because of this person only this happened. So, it took me almost like 15 days to come out of it completely. 15 days. So 15 days of unnecessary suffering, right? Due to several reasons. Lack of practice, right? And more of practice will help me to shift immediately. And then ultimately, when I strengthened myself and did, it happened. It happened. But in all those 15 days, it was seemed so impossible to come out of it. It's like, no, I mean, those hurt feelings were again and again coming, and I was having no control over them, right? But then what I did was I accepted those feelings, saying that maybe I have to go through. That's why I'm going through. So let me be at peace with it, right? So, whatever tool, in whatever moment we are, whatever tool we can apply, if we start applying that, things will shift for us. Because sometimes there is an experience, painful experience that we have to get in that moment, and we have to complete that pain part as part of the soul lesson. So that is why also things go dragged, you know so if pain is coming to us, we must be willing to accept that also, right? Yeah, Rachita, go ahead and then we'll do our pink bubble.
Yeah, Priya, there's also one more thing I wanted to tell and understand how this is happening. So with food, I am not having control, but I'm not feeling guilty of it. I'm just eating one ice cream a day along with one cake because I don't want to go to the ice cream parlor and have the entire dead by chocolate. So there I'm minimizing a little and I'm eating it. But in the morning, however lazy I am, like I'm like, chalo, today if I don't walk, nothing will happen. But that grass I walk on, it calls me. It's like, it's just 30 minutes, 40 minutes. Are you sure you want to skip it today? No, I'll go. However tired I am, late I am, but still I'll go. Every day I'll go. And another thing, this Ram now. 2 days back, I guess I was like, what, today now, let's not write. Let's just pray. Like, the energy will be little less, but we'll pray full heartedly. I sat there, I'm like, are you seriously going to cheat here also? Just right.
Mm.
And then somewhere I'm able to do it, and I'm very grateful for it. That whatever I'm thinking I can't do, I'm doing it. And eating an ice cream, I don't want to punish myself in guilt.
So
Like,
so what is the question, right, Rachita?
the question is, I'm not able to figure out why is this eating part like I'm just torturing myself by not eating only. Otherwise, I'll eat. What? I'm not able to. I'm writing, trying to find out what you're trying to do, whom are you trying to impress by dieting, or what is it? With this clarity, I try to put a question to universe in pink purple also. Give me an answer. Like what is it? What is that I'm trying to teach myself, and what are you teaching me? So yeah, I'll just wait, I guess.
Okay,
But
if you
I'm
will journal, I think you can find this answer easily, Rajata.
try. I'll try again. I'll try.
Yeah, you can. If you're willing to know the answer, you will be able to.
Yeah,
But if you blocked yourself from not knowing an answer or you don't want to, then probably it will not come. That's so simple as
I'll
it is.
wholeheartedly
Okay.
ask again.
Yeah, yeah. You don't have to ask. You need to journal. That will help you.
Mm, mm, I'll do that.
Thinking doesn't help actually. Writing will do. Okay. Okay, thank you,
Mm.
Rachita. Let's go ahead for our pink bubble and we will finish it off. So, I want you to please close your eyes and let's do wonderful pink bubble for this week. Again, an exciting visualization for us where so close your eyes, relax deeply as we count from 3 to 1. Relax, 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 relax. Now, see a mental screen in front of you and see yourself with your goal or your desire which you would like to manifest. See it happening as clearly as possible. See and put in every detail of it. Put in more of details, people appreciating you, and you are so happy having it or living that moment. Everything happened so well for you. Release and let go. See yourself with a pink bubble surrounding whole of the imagination. Fill it up with more gratitude and more love. And it's sparkling with bright energy, bright light. And now spin it off in the universe. And it's just going into the universe, manifesting into our physical reality. And as you're ending and you're sending, you're surrendering to the universe, say an affirmation, this or something better, which is for the highest good of all involved shall manifest. Thank you, universe. Thank you, universe. Thank you, universe. And now become aware of your physical presence. As we count from 5 to 1, will come out. 5 and 4 and 3, 2 and 1. You can open your eyes now. That's all for today. Okay, very nice. Can anyone tell me, were you able to visualize it? Complete bubble technique. Very nice. Very nice. Anyone else? Were you able to do it? Very nice, Rachita. Thank you.
Yes,
Preeti,
I was able
Meenakshi.
to do. So it was very nice. So I'm joining a new job on 1st Jan. So long
Hmm.
awaited. Priya knows about it, and everyone's notice period, the maximum was 3 months here. Mine was 5 months. And maybe my money
Hmm.
manifestation was high, so this time universe didn't have to, get me that loss. But yeah, I wanted to
Hmm.
get out of this place. So this was the third job, which kind of didn't work out. And this time, along with professional, lot of personal things also. So maybe,
Hmm.
so what I am actually, and I'm still doing Pink Bubble for my new job. But along with that, what I'm doing, I was also on a healing journey for the past lot of months. So I'm trying to, manifest. So it's 31st, and then first morning I have to join. So there's not even a day gap. So what I'm doing, Pink Bubble and manifesting, is that, the same energy and doing a lot of healing, a lot of people, whatever happened. So my energy, on 31st March is this 31st December is the same as on 1st Jan when I joined the new office, right? So it's
Hmm.
completely healed, and a lot of karmic accounts here, everything, just gets settled. That's what, and I
Wow.
can imagine that happening. A lot of things are changing in the place. My boss is handing over, everything is going smooth. Lot of work, but everything is going smooth. So I'm sure, that entire healing will happen.
Very nice. Wonderful. Yes, it will definitely happen, Charu.
Yes.
Right? Very nice. Thank you. Thank you for the experience. Anything, anyone else, or time to say bye bye? Yeah, Meenakshi.
Yeah, I want to add one point for that our feeling depressed for some days, even though we do many
Yeah.
thing, no, all this healing. So when
Hmm.
I was listening to a video, she's a doctor, she's a healer come doctor. She
Hmm.
clearly explained how the physical body of the women, how the
Hmm.
chakra works on women body is
Hmm. Hmm.
15 days after our periods, it will move from the lowest chakra to the highest. So that is why you feel
Hmm.
very energetic in the first 15 days. So after
Hmm.
that, it will start traveling from the highest to the lowest. That it will go till
Hmm.
the Muladhara chakra. So that is the
Hmm.
time we feel, as what Rachita said, I could not control my lower feelings. So that 15 days, even doctors used to say mood swing and all. They give new names. But the thing is, we are undergoing that chakra. So it is
Hmm.
all very natural. We cannot control that. It is out of
Hmm.
our control. So if we
Yeah.
think we can control by doing some thing or other, we are resisting and conflicting that natural flow. So what we
Hmm.
can do is we have to understand this and keep quiet that 15 days. That is that we can do from our end. So whatever we are doing right now, that also we cannot do it 100% during that 15 or 10 days or 7 days, whatever it is. Through practice, we can keep it under our thing. So
Yeah.
Earlier we used to shout for 1 week, means after understanding this, our emotion will calm down very quickly. Maybe we will have
Hmm.
the mind shift within 3 days. From 15 days, it will become 3 days, then 3 hours, then 30 minutes. Like that, we can reduce it by the age also. But this chakra helps like this. So, if we know any chakra mudra or something to activate the chakra during that time, we can practice that. But we cannot completely change the pattern. So that will affect our body only. Again, we will be suffering for that. So we have to accept that natural flow. At the same time, we can do some extra mudras during that time, doing that meditation or whatever, knowing that we are undergoing that. So, and it is, and also we should realize that we are going to come out of it very soon. Once we
Yeah.
come out of the chakra, again we'll be traveling to the heart. So this is how the women body is that. So 15 days that
Yeah.
waxing of like. So that is how we are compared to the moon chakra. And a father and a male will be compared to the sun. So the sign
Hmm.
also. When she explained that, it gave a very ton of explanations for all our emotional things. So I also
Hmm.
wanted to share this because I too had this question. It's not only switching over many courses or going doing healing, and that we cannot keep on switching the mentors or the program or the healing practices. No, we should understand the basic.
Hmm. Hmm.
What we are doing, we are conflicting the natural law that we should not do. That is the only thing. We take care of your body, take care of your mind during that time. That alone will help you to go. So in the next 14 days, you will have more energy to enjoy the plus part, positive side of the 14 side. So
Hmm. Very nice.
without losing the energy, the negative side.
Thank you,
Thank you
Meenakshi
for
ji.
explaining, Nakshi,
Visualization.
for
It's
explaining that.
very important. Thank you
Very
so much.
important, and I also felt I was also searching for this answer through many practices and other things. And we do the mudra everything on the wrong time only. So it also won't work.
Hmm.
Everything will become a conflict during that time. So the more we are already in the tension and fear, again we do something, no, it will add the negative effect more and more. So instead, we have to just accept, be calm during that time, do some pink bubble. Pink bubble, anytime you can do. So when we are at a low level, we have to accept and keep quiet. That's all. Not to take too much of task to get pressure. Even though we will feel lazy, it is not lazy. We will come out of it in 1 or 2 days. We will come
Hmm.
out of it. Just be quiet during that time. That is more important.
Yeah. Thanks to
Mm.
even Charu also. She
Thank you.
helped me with this one method. So as Meenakshi ji was saying, keep quiet. Earlier me would have fought with everyone. Like if at all a small thing also you try to prick my ego, even try, I would give it back. But now I'm like really, I feel bad about how they are talking and I'll start hoponopono. And I'm like, I'll be thinking, how is she not bursting? She should have bursted by now. I am in my own thing, like trying to feel bad and ask for forgiveness for them also. So and then I'm like, yeah, as she told, 15 days, it is little tricky because my mind also plays very smart. I can't trick it. But now 15 days over, as she told Meenakshi ji,
Oh,
and I'm
nice.
more happy. I'm so happy. I'm like, okay, you come and tell me, I'll reply no, and
So
no need to talk extra.
So this workplace, Rachita, I've really applied this, right? So I said nothing is happening. At least all what I'm learning has to be applied. So I've really, really applied it, and it's a success. On that front, this job was a success. At least maybe it came into my life so that I can apply all these things and really have the belief that it works.
Okay. Thank you, Charu. Thank you, Preeti. Thank you, all
Thank
of
you.
you. And
Thank
that's all
you.
for today. Thank you all. Bye,
Thank you,
all.
Priya, for taking this
And
initiative.
Thank
Thank you, Priya.
thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so
Yeah.
much.
And we'll meet up now next week, Tuesday, and I will surely record it. Okay.
thank you so
Bye,
much.
all.
Bye. Good
Thank
Take
you.
care.
night.
Love you all. See you all. Good night.